Okay, I know you like cars, you know I like cars, we all like cars. The problem is getting your significant other interested in cars. How are you going to do that? The Petersen Automotive Museum has found a way to do it by including an exhibit that melds both cars and fashion.
Cars are all about engineering, cars are about design, but cars are also about fashion. And at the Petersen Museum we thought it would be a terrific idea to put cars and fashion together to show people how they relate, how the style of the era progressed, and the twin fascinations of speed and motion influenced everything. So in the earliest days of the automobile, you were sitting on the car, you weren't sitting in it. People could see you, you were out there. And you also had to drive for the journey, you had to dress for the journey. But you wanted to look good too. So you gave a lot of thought into what kind of outer garments you would wear, what kind of hat, what kind of veil, what kind of gloves, what kind of shoes, what kind of goggles, all that sort of thing. It pulled it all together for you. It's how you expressed yourself. And then you put it all with the car. And if you had the right kind of car, the right kind of clothes, you could cut a very dashing figure. When people no longer had to dress for the journey, when they could start dressing for the destination, they kept the idea of looking good and looking daring and fashionable and up to date and with it, even though they weren't. They may not have been able to be seen sitting in the car, but you certainly interrelated with the car. You had to get out of it at some point, and there was nothing like pulling up to a fine restaurant or to a valet and getting out of your car, making a dramatic entrance like that. Well, today we look at a Concours Elegance and we see cars that are paraded in front of judges that are perfectly restored, and we look at them and judge them according to the accuracy and the correctness of their restorations. But back in the 20s and 30s and 40s, it was completely different. Concours d'Elegance was literally that. It was a display of elegance. Judges were there to evaluate how well the car and the outfit went together and how well the lady or the gentleman or the chauffeur presented the car to the judges. It was all part of an ensemble, all part of making that spellbinding effect. In the day, there was a lot of different ways you could judge a concours, but one of the primary ways was naturally judging how well the couture outfit went with what we could easily call a couture automobile.
I read in one of the magazines from the period that the most popular point in the day was when the couples were judged with their car. There were many different categories looking under the hood, but this was the most popular, save for 11 in the morning when the best light would highlight the couple. They would drive up, the man would open the door for the woman, she would get out, they would stand before the car, they would be evaluated on their car coach ensemble, and actually the award was given to the woman.